Let me bring on board Mr. Vineet, our Executive Vice Chairman with Tech Mahindra and Chairman with Mahindra Satyam. Vineet, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Vineet, first, characterize the IT environment for us as we draw close to 2012. Do you see any improvement in tech spend?
Well, I would say net, I would argue that IT and telecom are in pretty good shape. Number of reasons, some adverse to the economy, some positive for the economy, but net I would say that the prospects are looking positive.
Mr. Nair, what is your initial feeler from the clients for IT budgets in 2013, especially from the telecom sector?
Well, I mean, budget really doesn't impact them. What they're looking at is their own needs. And you will see different dynamics in different areas. US, for example, is an economy which is now getting into a positive trend. Their discretionary expense is increasing. They have large maintenance expense which they want to outsource. Insofar as Europe is concerned, things are much tougher. Europe is going through a huge problem itself. It again varies from country to country, and that is what we don't recognize because we deal with Eurozone as such. But Eurozone hides huge variations in economic health. For example, Germany is doing very well. On the other hand, it's not so true for Italy or other parts of Europe. So Europe is going to be a challenge. The currency is going to be a challenge. But I would still say that they are now getting into outsourcing in a bigger fashion, given their economic compulsions, and that is a positive for us.
Vineet, in the last downturn faced by the industry was in 2008, and then we saw a substantial growth after that downturn in 2009. Do you see a similar situation panning out this year as well, that after a slump in 2012, we could see a huge demand pick up in 2013?
I would hope so, but I don't think we should be banking on it. I think we will grow both in US and Europe only incrementally.
Mr. Nair, the biggest concern of poor demand has been pricing pressure, which is likely to accompany. Are you seeing any under pressure from clients for the rate cuts in the industry as well?
No, I think we have reached pretty much most of the companies at the bottom level, and I don't think that any further price cuts are possible. However, the Indian companies have got a great boost in terms of what has happened to the rupee, and that has given us a certain room for maneuver as we go forward.
Vineet, coming to Tech Mahindra and then Mahindra Satyam, analysts are of the opinion that merger has now entered the final stage, and you're on track to complete the merger by end of 2012 or by early 2013?
As you rightly said, we have reached the penultimate phase of the merger. It is pending before the Maharashtra High Court and before the Andhra Pradesh High Court. And as soon as they give the green signal, the merger is done. So we are hoping that it will be in this calendar year.
Right. Mr. Nair, you already initiated integrations of the two companies when Mr. C.P. Gurnani was appointed on Tech Mahindra board. Are you also bidding in new deals as one company, or will this only come post all procedures of the merger over? And are you also seeing, or expecting the deal sizes to improve as a benefit of this integration?
There are two questions here. Firstly, are we bidding as one company? No. We cannot, because they are at this point of time two distinct companies. But we are using each other's capabilities on quite a few projects. So there is a virtual amalgamation, not a real amalgamation. And are there going to be benefits of the two companies getting together? Definitely. I mean, we have been talking about it from day one. It's that there is a lot of interplay. Satyam has great strengths in the enterprise area, which we will use in telecom with large telcos. And we have in Tech Mahindra great strength in telecom, which we will use in various enterprises with which Satyam deals. So, I mean, and in fact, that underpins the rationale of why we went in and acquired Satyam.
Vinit, recently BT, a British telecom, has offloaded their partial stake in Tech Mahindra. Does this put future revenue from BT at risk?
Well, I think these are two independent acts, and both BT insisted and we wholeheartedly agreed that these are two different decisions. Their holding in Tech Mahindra was managed by the finance department. Our business is managed by the technical department, and there was almost a watertight differentiation there. So they sold because the price was good, and as you know, it had really no impact. In fact, the price went up after that. So the market understood this, the way BT was managing these two portfolios relating with Telecom to technology and their financial portfolio.
Mr. Nair, Tech Mahindra recently acquired Hutchison Global Services. Although the deal is EPS accretive, at the same time it also increases your debt levels. Do you have any timeline in mind that you've set up to bring down this debt to nil?
But this debt is tiny. It's absolutely tiny in relation either to the revenue of that company, which is $150 million. What we have paid is $87 million, out of which a fair amount is in cash, which we had, and part is debt, which is neither here nor there, which will be paid back in the next 1 year. So we are in no fashion leveraged on this account.
All right, Mr. Nair, appreciate your time and thank you for joining us.